Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing today? It is Wednesday, December 17th, 2025. We are nearing Christmas. We are nearing the end of 2025, which means the college football playoffs are set to begin. The playmaker down there is in the building, as always. The Cole man riding shotgun, as always. Mr. Cole Johnson's in the building.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank y'all for tuning in on today. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If you're watching on my personal LinkedIn page, hit that subscribe button. Well, connect with me first on LinkedIn, then slide to the Playmakers Network YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell.
Slide.
And those of you
Oh, baby, slide.
And those of you who want to know if there's an audio version of the shows that we do, Mr. Cole Johnson, where can they find the audio version of our shows?
Why don't you go to iHeartRadio? You can also go on to Spotify, and you can go on to any other podcast directory that will have you download this particular audio version of Buried Under Gridiron. And also, we are on live on Real Wise Radio. Shout out to my boy, Wise Alefe, my ace. Good to do it with your brother, my mentality brother. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
What do you mean, oh, Lord? Isn't that my ace? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I can't with you right now.
What do you mean? What do you mean you can't with me? I didn't even crack a joke yet. How? What did I say?
I'll be back.
Well, now that my friend has some technical difficulties, I want you all to know this wonderful sign behind me. It is a particular reason as to why that is the case. You see, I am a Texas reared, I'm not a Texas born, Texas reared gentleman. And I lived in a city that's about almost 3.5 hours south of Dallas. It's called Houston. And I've had an affinity for Dallas ever since I was wee high to a grasshopper. And I just want y'all to know I love Dallas. I love Dallas with all of my heart. And I want Dallas to be prosperous. And I want Dallas to represent. I love all the residents there. Just as long as you don't root for a team. As long as you don't root for the Horned Frogs, the Mustangs, the Cowboys, the Stars. What's another team? Oh yeah, those doggone Rangers. As long as you don't root for any Dallas team, I'm with you. Oh, and we don't have to clown the Mavericks. They're doing a great job all by themselves. But just know that when you see this sign, just know I love Dallas with all of my heart. Dallas is awesome, and Dallas will always be awesome. Well, coming up on Gridiron, the Gridiron.
Stop your lying.
I am not lying.
You love Dallas. You love to pick on Dallas. You love to roast Dallas.
I am not lying.
You love to pick on Dallas. You love to roast Dallas, and you love to laugh at Dallas.
Well, I can't help if the city that I love gives me such thorough entertainment. I can't help it. Oh, shout out to the Minnesota Vikings. Thank you for making my Sunday night absolutely wonderful. And I'm glad that the sports landscape was a whole lot quieter because of your victory in Arlington. I thank you guys. I thank you, wonderful purple and white clad gentlemen. You did your job. You made all of America happy. Well, all except for the Metroplex.
And yet he proves my point again.
But I still love Dallas.
Somebody he loved Dallas, but thanks to the Minnesota Vikings for winning in Dallas.
It felt good to not hear, how about them Cowboys? Or we them boys. It felt good not to hear any of that. Sunday night and Monday morning. Oh, the sports landscape is much better. You don't have to hear that garbage.
Is everything garbage to you?
We them boys.
I feel like everything.
Shut up, girl.
I feel like everything's garbage to you now.
No, no. University of Texas, that's beautiful. Houston, throw them Longhorns up, baby. Nashville's a wonderful city. I mean, I love a lot of things. And Dallas, it's a beautiful area.
Yeah, it's only one thing you don't like about Nashville. Otherwise, you still wouldn't been living there.
But yeah, I do love Dallas. I really do. I legitimately love Dallas. I do.
But
I mean, I got many wonderful people there. I mean, our boy Ben Sutter the third. Shout out to you, BS3 Network head. I love him. I love my man Ivan. I mean, him and his three sisters. Love all three of them. Wonderful quality human beings. You know, my man the intellect. Love you, dude. Chef Jeff. Shout out to you, brother, and your wife, the doc. See, those are all my peoples, and all of them live in the Dallas area. So I can't say I hate Dallas and I love them, and they all reside in the area. And yes, I even have history in the past who still live there, and I care for her deeply. So I can't say that I hate Dallas, and I have all these individuals that I care for and love who still live there. How? That'd be hypocritical of me.
they ain't stop you before.
Oh wow! But yeah. Oh, and shout out my man Wilkes. I don't know why you are not in a restaurant, why you're not a chef at like Morton's or Ruth's Chris. I don't know why, but sir, the 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 dishes you serve up, and they live in Dallas. Oh, he's not. But I really do love Wilkes. He's not a Cowboys fan. He's a 49ers fan. So I'm good with that.
Go ahead and see with your backhand compliments. Go ahead.
It's not a backhand compliment. It's the truth. It is the ultimate, unadulterated, pure truth.
Like I said, keep going with your backhand compliments.
I mean, I love Dallas. I would love to see all the sports teams along the wings crumble, but I still love Dallas.
Hey,
And
how somebody loves Dallas but want every single sports team to conquer? Explain that to me. When I say every single sports team, that includes the teams that don't even have nothing to do with him, like an SMU and a TCU. He want them to come. That's the simple fact they are in Dallas. If that was anywhere else, he would care less.
You're right. You're exactly right. I would not care about SMU or TCU if they did not reside in the Dallas Fort Worth area.
So how do you
All
love
right.
Dallas? You want every team to crumble? Teams don't even have nothing to do with you. Teams don't even have history with you, and you want them to crumble as well. I get the Cowboys. Okay,
Of course.
I get the Rangers.
Hmm.
I get the Mavs.
Right. Yeah.
TCU has done nothing to you. SMU has done nothing to you.
Well, you got to understand, they both were the Southwestern Conference. So, that goes back to the 80s.
Again, they ain't done nothing to you. They ain't even on the same level as Texas.
That's true. That's true. And for SMU, a moment of silence for the death penalty that still is affecting your program ever since 1987. I can't keep a straight face on that, whatever.
But this man says he loves Dallas. This makes no sense. It makes
I
no
am I am
Matter
trying to
of
keep a
fact,
straight
ladies
face.
and gentlemen, he hate the Dallas Wings, and the Dallas Wings has nothing to do with him when it comes to the WNBA.
Back to back number one overall draft picks. I'm so excited. That's the fate they deserve.
The Dallas Wings, who does nothing to Cole Johnson, literally nothing to Cole Johnson.
Oh my gosh. I tried to keep a straight face when I mentioned SMU and death penalty. I tried and I can't. I'm
But
sorry.
you don't look. That's how I know you don't love Dallas. I just gave you three teams that have nothing to do with you, and you happy that all three of them didn't make it. So yes, I know for a fact you don't love Dallas.
Oh my gosh.
And you know another reason why I know he don't love Dallas. He can name the people that he loved in Dallas.
Exactly.
When you can name the exact people in Dallas, you don't love the city.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's people in Dallas I love.
You love people in Dallas. You can't stand Dallas.
I don't know if I can't stand.
I don't know that you can't stand Dallas.
Oh, doggone it. He does have me on tape saying, if President Trump ever called me and he
Mm-hmm.
said, "Sir, what city in the entire United States would want me to bomb?" Playmaker got me on record by saying Dallas would be the first city. Doggone
Yeah, exactly. There's no way out of that.
it. and I do not change that answer.
I know you don't. He love Dallas. Man, you know you don't. How you love a city and hate every single sports team in the city? Every single sports team. There's not one sports team in Dallas that he can at least be like, I
No,
don't care about y'all.
not a one. The Stars are
No.
the closest one that I could probably say, I really don't care either way. They're the closest one.
There's not one team that I see be like, I don't care. No, all of them have to suffer.
You know, the Mavericks need to be embarrassed. The Raiders need to be embarrassed. The Cowboys most certainly need to be dragged. And it's not even the team with the Cowboys, it's the fan base. But the Rangers organization and the fan base need to be dragged. Same deal with the Mavericks, fan and team. Wings, I just love the fact that they're just sucking the bottom of the bottom of the cellar. I just love it. It just makes me giddy. And TCU, well, they've been stepchildren for all this time. They can continue to be that. And SMU, the death.
No, we're not going back to that. We're not going back to that. No, we is not going back to that.
I
No.
can't. I am trying. And I
No.
can't do it with them. I try to keep a straight face every time I think of SMU and I think of those two words, and I can't do it. I just can't. They were stupid enough to have that happen to them. I'm so sorry. I just can't keep a straight face.
No.
38 years later, I still cannot keep a straight face. I think it's hilarious.
You know what? First segment.
SMU death penalty. I'm sorry, I just had to make myself laugh all over again.
Professionalism, Cole. Professionalism.
I'm sorry. Woosah. All right, let me be excited about something. Well, no, let me be excited in a different way. Because I'm excited when I think of SMU and hear death penalty. I'm sorry. So what is on tap for this edition of the No Huddle? Well, how about who received the AP Coach of the Year? That would be Indiana's Curt Cignetti, who exceeded expectations everywhere, not just last year, but this year. And it earned him the honor of AP Coach of the Year for the second consecutive season. He's the first coach to win the award in back-to-back years since it was first instituted back in 1998. Now, he's the fourth coach to win it twice, joining Gary Patterson, Nick Saban, and that fake Southern Baptist preacher, Brian Kelly. Now, the 64-year-old man is now 24-2 in the past two seasons, while leading the Hoosiers to unprecedented heights ever since, mid-60s. Now, he was the head coach of James Madison. He left there of the Championship Southern Division to take over what has been the losingest program in major college football. Other than, yes. No, I'm not going to do that. Last year, the Hoosiers won their first 10 games. They were ranked as high as number 5 in the AP Top 25 and reached the first round of the college football playoff, where unfortunately they took it on the chin in South Bend. But he outdid himself this year, going undefeated in the regular season with their biggest victory, the 13-10 W over the previous number 1 Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship. Now, they have claimed the prize for the first time, Indiana, for the first time since 1967. They are now number 1 in the AP poll for the first time ever, and they are the top seed for the CFP. And also, well, he's not the only one who is receiving who has received hardware. His quarterback, Fernando Mendoza, is the AP Player of the Year and the Heisman Trophy winner. Now, Cignetti was a landslide winner for Coach of the Year voting by a panel of 52 media members who covered college football. He received 47 first place votes. Joey McGuire and Clark Lee. Joey McGuire is Texas Tech's head coach, and Clark Lee is Vanderbilt's head coach. Each of them received 2 votes. Tony Elliott, the head coach of Virginia, he received the other one. Your thoughts on Cignetti winning AP Coach of the Year for the second year in a row and winning it on the heels of possibly the most successful regular season in Indiana school history?
Undefeated, right?
Yes, they are undefeated.
Big Ten champions, right?
They are Big Ten champions, yes, sir.
When the last time they won the Big Ten conference?
It it was 58 years ago, 1967. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they actually shared that one. It's the first time they've won it outright in exactly 80 years, 1945.
This man has turned what you just said, the most losers program in football history.
In history.
And this team, in 2 years, this team has won what?
24 of 26 games.
Who else are you gonna give Coach of the Year to? I don't even care. He won it last year. He came back this year and showed you. No, it wasn't. Year 1 was not a fluke.
Well, they could have given it to Ryan Day for a posthumous. Well, yeah, you did a great job at the playoffs, and here's your award for that. But I agree with you. It wasn't going to go to anywhere else, and it should not have gone to anyone else.
No, let's be for real. Speaking of which, just like the Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody else was going to win the Heisman. Come on.
Yeah. Not only was he the quarterback of the team that is number 1 ranked and the number 1 seed in the CFP and is undefeated, but he also had a Heisman moment too, and you can't think of anybody else who actually has all of that.
And he beat his only competition to get it.
Yeah.
And those of you who don't know, we're talking about Mr. Menendez. He beat Tulane Say in the Big Ten Championship.
Yeah, that'd be Mendoza. Yeah.
And if Say would have won it, Julian would have won it.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, the Big Ten Championship was either who's going to be the number 1 seed and who's winning the Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana came out on top. They're the number 1 seed, and Mendoza won the Heisman.
Yeah, and as they say, to the victor go the spoils. And yeah, and rightfully so. I mean,
and by the way, he's the first Indiana Hoosier to ever win the Heisman.
Right. I was about to say, and that's the first ever Hoosier to win the Heisman. So yeah, the Hoosiers are having a historic season for real.
Which reminds me.
That's not even hyperbole.
I forgot to get that Victor and the rest of the Stowe crew about that because I told them the week I was like, well, Mendoza's winning the Heisman. They're like, no, I don't think that he's going to win it. He's winning the Heisman. Ain't nobody else touching him. Oh, and Diego Pavia. Shut up.
Is he whining about not winning it?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Be happy you were there.
Your attitude for that might cost you some spots.
And I don't think he's talking about college neither.
Dude, You should, if you want the loss to Alabama, if you want to got your ass whipped by Texas, maybe you would have won it.
Yeah, we'll be saying something different about you, and probably saying the same thing about you as we're saying about Francisco Mendoza.
It took you 45 minutes to finally figure out. Oh, I finally know how to move the ball against the Texas Longhorns.
Yeah, but it took you being down 34-10 to start doing that. Yeah.
It's not a Heisman moment. And really, I don't even, to be honest with you, when it comes to Mendoza, I don't even see that as a Heisman moment for him. Because you shouldn't have let Penn State to come back in the first place.
Well, you have to understand. He already performed routes. He already had perfect games. He already led a team to an upset victory. He already did all of that. The only thing that was left was a Heisman moment. So it happened to come against in Penn State against Penn State.
You shouldn't even let them come back to make it to be in that moment.
Well, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. All he did all of that. All of that. I mean, routed Illinois and had probably a beautiful game. I don't think he. Uh,
And can we stop saying Heisman moment?
we're going to be saying that. That's just how
Like,
they. That's how people think.
Because nobody said, oh, Josh Allen had his MVP moment last year. Man, look that man. Do you not see what this man is doing?
I did say that. That tough run for the touchdown against the Chiefs ad nauseum. Sports media was saying, yeah, now that right there is the play that will probably earn Josh Allen his MVP.
No, what Aaron him is he scored more touchdowns than anybody in the goddamn league.
No. You're not understanding me. We're talking MVP moment, not body of work. I get that's what you're saying. And that is what ultimately earned him that. Yes. But you had people on the sports landscape saying, oh my gosh, that moment is what would make me vote for him. And yes, I'm with you in saying, no, you need more than one moment in a 17 game season.
If y'all vote off of a moment, y'all don't need to vote. Because I guarantee you, the people who actually voted was looking like they ain't remember that run against Kansas City. They remember they looked at his number compared to everybody else was like, this ain't even close, unless it's a Lamar Jackson.
There's only one that was in the ballpark. It was him.
And you was like, well, Lamar already won his, so and he won it twice already. So let's give it to Josh Allen.
And if I was in the same room, I would give you a dab. Because I tell people, if you win awards like, especially MVPs, if you win MVPs and there's someone who is on the come up and hasn't won one yet, chances are the person who hasn't won one will get one, even if the stats are similar. And last year, the stats were similar. I really do think, in terms of just head to head, well, they faced off. Bills beat Ravens. Bam. And people were like, well, Jackson had the better numbers and all that type of crap. I'm like,
He did.
that may be true.
That man only threw 4 interceptions that year. 4.
I'm not debating that at all. That may be true, but I'm sorry.
But that
I'm
was like,
sorry.
they going to get it.
I'm sorry. His team had a higher record, had a better record, and beat them. What else can you say?
Don't worry. I'm guessing. So if Stafford shows out against Seattle Thursday, that will be his MVP moment.
Yes. Because who's going to compete against him on the Broncos? Because that's the only place I would believe someone would rob Stafford of an MVP. Because it's not going to be Caleb Williams yet. It's not going to be let me see. It's not going to be Jordan Love. And it's not going to be Drake May, because I don't think any of them have their teams ready to actually usurp what Stafford has done all year long. The only place it would have to come would be from the Broncos, and there's nobody on that team we'd say, well, that is the primary reason why the Broncos have that record. And since you can't say that about the Broncos, Stafford's been lighting up the scoreboard all year long and has been taking care of the ball. So if he shows out, was it tonight?
Thursday, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. So if he shows out tomorrow night, I mean, where else you can go? The Rams would have swept the Seahawks. He clobbed them the first time, even though it was a knockdown drag out.
He became,
Yeah,
yeah, because
if it goes
that's
if it
yeah.
goes to Seattle and the same result happens, yes, Stafford will pretty much have sewn up the MVP award.
But
Yes.
yes, Curt Cignetti real deserved. Mendoza well deserved. But can you go for the trifecta? That's the question
Mm-hmm.
for me and Mr. Cole Johnson. Can you
Yes.
go for the trifecta?
Yes. Now, Cignetti had said before last week that his program was chasing Ohio State in recruiting and on the field. Well, this past Saturday's 13-10 victory in Indianapolis marked another milestone, and he had said after that Big Ten championship game, quote, "It's another step we need to take as a program. It's a great win, obviously, and we're going to go into playoffs as the number one seed. And a lot of people probably thought that wasn't possible. But when you get the right people and you have a plan and they love one another and play for one another and they commit, anything's possible." Close quote. You did it all wrong, Curt. All wrong. All wrong. Delivery. Anything's possible.
Oh, really? You just wanted to say that, didn't you? You just wanted to do that, didn't you?
What?
You just wanted to be like Kevin Garnett for a moment. Just go ahead and admit it.
Yes, Kevin Garnett after Game 6 of the 2008 NBA Finals when he got his lone championship with them, and who interviewed him? Was it Doris Burke? Yeah, and when Doris Burke interviewed him, that's what he said. Anything's possible. Delivery, Curt. Delivery.
Kurt doesn't do delivery. He just says what is on his mind. You seen a lot of his press conference.
I know he's not quite like Bill Belichick, but he is matter of fact and he's businesslike. But but the thing is, delivery. Show us more panache, more personality. You got it in you, Curt. Show it to us. But we're really happy for you, man. Congratulations. You have turned around a program that nobody saw the turnaround coming. Nobody predicted it. No one saw it. And in 2 years' time, people now have to say, we got to prepare for Indiana. And that is what Oklahoma and Alabama will be saying. Whoever comes out of that game in Norman, that's what they will be saying in preparation for you guys. But congratulations to Curt. And congratulations to Francisco, too. Honors well deserved. And the Hoosiers, good things are ahead, but let's see how far ahead they could take it. The 13-10 win against Ohio State is great. Now every win will be greater. Now, going from the Big Ten to the ACC. Now, they will roll out their new 9-game conference schedule in a modified form for the upcoming 2026 season. The conference announced Tuesday with a full 9-game slate beginning in 2027. Now, for the upcoming season, which the ACC is calling a, quote, transition year, close quote, 12 of its 17 schools will play 9 conference games with Clemson, Georgia Tech, Florida State, North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and Boston College playing just 8. Those 5 teams will have multiple Power 4 opponents already scheduled outside of the conference. Because the ACC has an odd number of teams, one school will play 8 league games each season starting 2 years from now.
Oh, funny thing about that. Allow me to jump in here, sir, if you don't mind.
I'm trying my best not to say what I really want to say, but yes, go ahead, sir.
Because I did you a favor. I grabbed some more stuff for this article.
You did.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
well, do tell, please.
2026 transition year, 12 teams will play non-conference games, while 5 will play 8 due to contracted obligations and schedule balances.
Well,
Power 4 focus. Each program must play a minimum of 10 Power 4 opponents annually. That's your non-conference game. You have to play one non-conference Power 4, or if you're a part of the 8 conference games, you have to play two non-conference Power 4 teams.
oh my gosh.
7-team scheduling model with 17 football playing members, rotating opponents ensures competitive balance over multiple year cycle. Not every team can play 9 ACC opponents every season.
Oh my gosh.
Want to speak before I move on, sir?
I'm trying my best to not say. If I hear something else foul about this, I will go off. But I'm trying my best to compose myself.
You want to go off? Go ahead. We only got this and one other thing to do. I mean,
You don't know how to pick a team to go to play in your conference championship. I'm sorry.
oh no, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me do you the right way. Let me put you in the right spotlight, sir.
Oh Lord.
Mr. Cole Johnson, take the camera.
You bass backwards individuals. You don't know how to even find a way to properly pick a team to represent one of your two schools for the biggest game of your year. So how is it that you numbnuts are screwing this up? 12 teams can play 9 conference games, but 5 have to play 8. Get an 18th school so you won't have this issue. Oh my gosh. Fine. You went so far as to grab Stanford and Cal from the old Pac-12. Why don't you even extend it further and just go out and yank Hawaii to make 18? Oh my gosh. Or, which I don't think this will happen. Um, why don't you grease the wheels, drop the pants and the trousers, and suck Notre Dame's penis off dry and say, we will take whatever punishment you want to dish us, just as long as you commit to football as you have the other myriad of sports that you have with our conference. And heck, if you got to lie with your apology, lie. Well, I'm sorry that we prioritize Miami over you, but you got to understand, if you were part of our if you were part of our conference, we would suck you off. We would defend you too. That's what good hoes do. That's what good conferences do. We support our men. We support our schools. And you'd be the biggest school there is. You're the biggest school, period. But think of how you would be more represented by actually being involved in a conference that really embraces you, because the SEC don't want you. The Big Ten don't want you. We love you. So come on. In fact, my mouth is wide and the gag reflex is good. The schools are waiting for you. All we have to do is just wait for your your yes, because we want to hear you groan and climb. We want to hear you smile and be represented well by the Atlantic Coast Conference. What you say, Notre Dame? Get an 18 school, because this is what is bass backwards about you guys. Lord have mercy. You're almost getting to the point where I'm about to say I love the ACC, because you all are being ridiculous now. Gosh. and find a way to pick a school to actually represent you in your conference championship game. The losses were the most impressive thing about Duke. And then you screwed yourselves and had Duke win the game. Now, not the team you were rooting for had your fingers and eyes and toes crossed and legs. And you had to thank the committee for having the since God gave a gnat to put Miami in the playoff field so that the ACC would actually be represented. But they can't say Miami, the ACC champion, because they weren't in the game. Dummies. Oh my gosh. The ACC is really, really pissing me off.
I can't wait to cut that out. I think that's a gem and a half right there.
I told you I was trying. I was trying not to go off.
Oh no, I want you to go.
But I heard one. I have one more ridiculous thing about the ACC, and I had to go off.
So this is what it's going to look like next year.
Oh Lord, have mercy! Look at this ridiculous jumbled crap.
Clemson, they will be hosting Georgia Tech, Miami, North Carolina, and Virginia Tech, and they'll be traveling to Cal, Duke, Florida State, and Syracuse. Let's pick another team. Let's go to Georgia Tech, who had a surprising good year but failed to finish again.
Dummies.
They'll be hosting Boston College, Duke, Louisville, wait for it, and they go to Clemson, Pitt, Stanford, and Virginia Tech. So if y'all bring Haynes King back and you bring your team back next year, I better see Georgia Tech in Charlotte. Because who on this schedule from the ACC is going to stop y'all? Wait, we supposed to believe in Duke now because they won the conference? Are we supposed to believe in Louisville, who want to show up when they feel like it's time to show up? Hell, we know what's wrong with Dabo and the Clemson Tigers. We know what that problem is. But here's the rest of the teams. And then who's the team that made the college football playoffs? Miami. Let's see who Miami has. Miami would be hosting Boston College, Duke, Florida State, Pitt, and Virginia Tech. And they get to go to Clemson, North Carolina, Stanford, and Wake Forest. So I should expect Miami and Georgia Tech to make it a Charlotte next year. But as a friend of ours, a brother of ours will say, we won't hold our breaths on it. Not at all. Not at all whatsoever. So, Mr. Johnson. Oh. Sounds like he's busy at the moment. So don't worry. We'll move on to the final part of the no huddle. Irish running back Janaea Price and is entering the NFL draft alongside with a fellow running back Jeremiah Love. Those are two big pieces leaving Notre Dame. Now, my question is, did they get the news that they wanted to get from NFL draft analysts or scouts, or where they could go in the draft, or they know something about Notre Dame that is yet to come out? Because they're going to have a whole new running back room next year. And yes, I know there's some speculation about Marcus Freeman getting a new coaching job, but nothing on that part has been confirmed. So for now, we're going to have to see if what's to come from the Fighting Irish at the moment. That's all. What am I doing? While Mr. Johnson is taking care of some business, I'm going to close the no huddle for this part. We're gonna take our long commercial break on this one, and then when we come back, we are going to start to preview the first round of the college football playoffs. This should be fun.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Shop hats and official sports gear at Lids. Lids is the leader and #1 destination for hats, gears, and everything that moves you, making it the perfect shop for fans to find official sports hats, merchandise, and gear. Represent your team, your town, and your style with a snapback adjustable fitted hat or beanie from thousands of college and pro teams. Browse the very latest sports jerseys and t-shirts from the best teams out there. Lids has officially licensed professional and college sport team apparel and hats featuring the hottest brands and trends. Shop online or visit one of the 100 stores across the country. Locker Rooms by Lids.
Rams fans all around the world.
It's a beautiful thing to be a Rams fan right now. Stafford's back. We're going to see about Cup. And running back Kyren Williams to return.
Lend me your ears, or should I say lend Playmaker your ears, as he breaks down week by week everything in the Los Angeles Rams canon.
Number 99, Aaron Donald. Can't wait for 2029 to come to know that you are going in the Hall of Fame, and it should be first ballot, no questions asked.
Join the Playmaker as he breaks down everything Los Angeles Rams style in Ramily Talk on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Get amounts of entertainment with Paramount Plus. Stream new movies such as Mean Girls, Transformers: Rise of the Beast, and Good Burger 2 with Paramount Plus. Stream live sports such as the UEFA Champions League, the NFL on CBS, the PGA Tour, and March Madness. Catch hit CBS shows such as Fire Country, Ghost, NCIS, and more. But also catch exclusive originals with Paramount Plus such as Special Ops Lioness, The Famous Stallones, and the hit series Halo. The new streaming home of Showtime. Watch Showtime original series and movies when you sign up with Paramount Plus with Showtime. Make it a fun, action-packed adventure for the whole family and create kid-friendly profiles for the little ones. So much to stream with Paramount Plus, with over 45,000 full episodes from BET, CBS, Comedy Central, MTV, Nickelodeon, and more. Paramount Plus plan starts at $5.99, but if you subscribe today, you'll get a free trial. Paramount Plus, Mountains of Entertainment.
This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
And welcome back to Bearing Down and Gridiron this Wednesday, December 17th, 2025. And Coach Johnson, you're muted.
Thank you.
You'd have been talking like, no, nobody can hear you, sir. So, it's only one thing left to do on this nice edition of Bear Down and Gridiron. Let's preview the first round of the college football playoffs. So,
Okay.
time to go on a Bear Down tour. I take it that I did it again.
Yes, you did. Chef's kiss, brother. Chef's kiss. That was beautiful.
I was like, man, how can I make this new one fit? Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. Give it a TV glitch.
Nice.
So you like the TV glitch? Cool.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That was a nice added touch.
And those of you who didn't really get to see the actual graphic itself, that's the graphic for you right there.
Beautiful. Nice. I like
So,
it.
we begin our tour in a place that Cole Johnson doesn't want to be at.
Norman, Oklahoma.
On Friday, December 19th, 8 p.m., ABC and ESPN, where the 8th-ranked Sooners host the 9th-ranked Crimson Tide of Alabama. They met earlier this year, Coach Johnson. Do you recall what happened?
Yes, Alabama was hosting Oklahoma. They wanted to have revenge because they got spanked last year in Norman, and they took an L. Oklahoma came in and basically said to the Tuscaloosa fans, it's our house.
We're going to run it back.
In Alabama for the second straight year.
We're going to run it back. This time in Norman, Oklahoma.
So we're going to run it back for the second straight year in Norman.
This time for all the marbles on this one.
Yeah.
Winner moves on. Loser
Goes home.
goes bye-bye.
But the winner, they face off against Indiana. Oh, man.
Is that good for Indiana or that's good for the winner of this game?
Yeah.
Because in some people's eyes, the committee and the Indiana no favors. Because either way, you get the SEC team out the gate.
Yep. So they don't have to prove that they're worth that number one ranking already. Yeah.
So, Mr. Johnson.
On a huge stage at that.
So, Mr. Johnson, round 2 of the Sooners and Crimson Tide for the in 2025. Your thoughts on this one? We being for so much more.
Obviously, for fan reasons, I'm rooting for Alabama, but I really don't have faith in Kalen DeBoer. I really don't. I want to. I don't. I don't. If Oklahoma can match the focus they had in Tuscaloosa last month in this game, I could see this being the same result, just different stadium. And I hope that Alabama knows they cannot take Oklahoma lightly. And if they haven't gotten that memo before, I believe they got that memo last month. But if they still haven't received it, they'll be going back to Tuscaloosa with tail between legs, saying that this season that showed a lot of promise ends up disappointing yet again. And you'll be hearing a lot of people in Bear Bryantville wanting Nick Saban to return on the sideline.
Y'all looked at like straight asses in Atlanta, Georgia.
Not straight. Yeah, they got spanked.
Talk about a team who was looking to have somebody's number. The Georgia Bulldogs got tired of y'all having their number, and they made y'all look like straight ass in Atlanta, Georgia.
It was like once the game was 21-0, it's like, oh, we actually playing a game.
Not just any game.
Yeah, the SEC championship against an opponent that you've had recent success with against. And in that game too. In the SEC championship game, you've had a lot of success against Georgia. Not this past Saturday.
So you looked at like crap.
Yeah, that was the worst they looked since being in Tallahassee. And in many ways, they worked worse than then. But yes,
Ty Simpson don't look like a quarterback anymore because he don't have Jay Miller all of a sudden. It's amazing what a running back means to an offense these days.
Yeah, it is.
So what you gonna do when you go Norman? You don't have Jay Miller for this game either. So what you gonna look like when you go to Norman, Oklahoma? Which, by the way, the last time you was in Norman, Oklahoma, is the reason why you didn't make the playoffs last year.
Yep, the main reason why I didn't make it last year.
The reason why people felt that y'all was going to get them in Tuscaloosa this year because of what took place last year. And then Oklahoma said, nope, we coming in here and we going to leave here with a dub. And they did. So what you going to do, Kellen the boy? You already know your name is up for the Michigan job. People trying to figure out you're going to go to Michigan because you can't handle the pressure that comes with Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
He can't?
Hell, even Stephen A. said it on that stuff. He ready for you to go to Michigan. He wants you out of Alabama right now.
Wow, that's cold.
Matter of fact, he wants you out of Alabama yesterday.
Why, Stephen A? That's ice cold.
There's a standard that was built at Alabama. And Kellen the boy is not meeting that standard.
Well, he wasn't going to ever meet that standard. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think nobody's going to meet that standard.
Exactly. Because you can't top, definitely in the first 5 years, if you're there, what Nick Saban did. You can't top that. You could try, but you can't.
But I would say this, Crimson Tide fans, you should give the other boy one more year. He made the playoffs. Now, if he would have missed the playoffs this year, oh yeah, no, you got to go.
Oh, believe me, a GoFundMe fundraiser would have been on site.
And trust me, gone. if he would have missed the playoffs this year, me and Coach Johnson, we wouldn't have said nothing about he need to stick. Nope. Yeah, he can go. Because you can't be in Alabama. You got 2 years to make it. You didn't make it the first time because you decided to go to Oklahoma and get your ass whipped by a 6-win team. And then you ain't make it this year because you decided not to show up for the ACC championship game. Out of all the games not to show up for. Do you realize? And Cam Newton said it perfectly every time he's on First Take when they talk about ACC football. It is different than any other conference.
Mm-hmm.
The South breeds football.
Yeah, it does.
So if you can't win an SEC title game and show that you're the top team in that conference, we have a problem. And that's what Alabama is.
You shot a luck.
Now, if you would have been competitive in that game, you still would have had the fans that go that way. But you have more fans be like, okay, Georgia finally got us. It is what it is.
But not like how they got you Saturday.
They whooped your ass 2 weeks ago.
Not like how they got you Saturday.
That's the problem with fans in Tuscaloosa have. You didn't show up at all for that game.
Yeah, they thoroughly embarrassed.
So, Kellen the boy, this is your moment to show the Crimson Tide fans and everybody in Tuscaloosa what you about. Because now you go to Norman, Oklahoma. Can you go there and look like a darn football team? Can you go there and actually win against another good ACC team? Because if you don't,
one that you're now 0-2 against.
So Cole Johnson, he hates Oklahoma, but guess what? If you lose to Alabama, you ain't got to worry about Cole Johnson. He'll take his shots at you, but you ain't got to worry about Cole Johnson if you lose to Oklahoma again.
And it won't even be you had one job. It would be you didn't prepare your troops yet again against that same team for a third time in 13 months.
They say it's ought to be the team 3 times. We're going to find out Friday night. And that's the kick off the college football playoffs.
A good game to kick off the
you get the solo game. That means all eyes is on you. Let's see what you're about.
Yeah. But
then we go to Saturday. We go to Saturday. And you know what? That's not the first game on the docket. The first game on the docket is where College Game Day at, and it's the other place that Mr. Cole Johnson hates.
Garbage. College Station, Texas. The site of where supposedly farm engineers and agriculturalists reside.
College Game Day would be there. The whole Pat McAfee crew would be there doing the game live from the field at Kyle Field. The 10th-ranked Hurricanes of Miami from the ACC going against the 7th-ranked Aggies of Texas A&M, December 20th, noon kickoff on ABC and ESPN. Mr. Johnson, if you can take out your biasness, it is the Canes and the Aggies.
Mario Cristobal sucks. I want to have faith in the U to go up into College Station, go to Kyle Field and win, but Mario Cristobal does not know how to manage a game. He does not know how to do it. He pisses me off in that regard. Pisses me off. And he has the talent where he could manage them to a dub there. But he's going to make one or two stupid boneheaded decisions that's going to cost him the game. So if you want me to take the bias out, A&M has the better team, and they're at home, and they now have motivation because they wanted to be in the SEC championship game, but their biggest rival knocked them out. And they had other motivations, such as they wanted to roll up. They wanted to be ranked number 2 and not play this game, or be ranked number 1, which I think they would have been if they went to the SEC championship game and they beat either Georgia or Alabama, regardless of what Ohio State and Indiana did. That's what they wanted to be. Now they're pissed. They're pissed because they didn't even get a chance to sniff the SEC championship game, and now they want to prove that they belong with the big dogs. And here's a big dog that traipses up into College Station. I don't like it for the U, And I like it less for the U because they got a head coach that is absolutely atrocious in terms of strategy and game management.
For this game, I'm looking at the quarterbacks.
Oh yeah, that's the other one. That's the other question.
Marcel
One
Reese for the
I'm
Aggies.
confident in, the other not so much.
Marcel Reese, he's had a good season. A nice, very, very good season this year, leading the Aggies.
Yep.
What he's going to do against a Miami defense that is known for speed. And then Carson Beck, you're not unfamiliar with a SEC team. Yeah, you spent 2 damn years in the SEC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But will the SEC Carson Beck show up, or will Miami Carson Beck show up for this one?
Does it really matter?
Yes, it does.
No, because he was just as garbage. He had just as much garbage time at Georgia as he has in Miami. I mean, there were times where he looked really good in Georgia, and then there were times you looked at me like, what the heck are you doing on campus? You had those moments with him at Georgia, too.
Where's Carson Beck's going to show up? Because Carson Beck, if you're the turnover machine that you are, y'all getting blown out.
Yeah, this will not be a pretty game.
Y'all getting blown out, and they talking about having blowouts in 2 other games, which we haven't got to yet. Depending on how Carson Beck plays, you may have a third one.
And that is, and to me, that's the other tell of the tape. I have much more faith in Marcel Reed than I do Carson Beck.
And that's coming from a Longhorn fan who can't stand nothing A&M.
That is correct. So that take is straight unbiased.
He would rather throw up and be sick than give any praise to A&M.
I mean, look, my prayer is I hope that the speed that the Hurricanes do have on defense clobbers Reed and puts him on the turf 5, 6, 7 times. I want that.
Oh, you want that Remember Titans moment?
Yeah, I want
the ground
real another yard. Yes.
You want that? You better get comfortable on the ground, real comfortable.
Right. But I don't see it because, unfortunately, I don't have the faith that Carson Beck playing a clean game.
You know what the problem is for Miami? Even though they got speed, Marcel Reese is a dual threat quarterback.
Yeah.
And y'all don't do well against dual threat quarterbacks.
Yeah. So you'll guard against the speed, he'll throw on top of you. And so, yeah, Marcel Reed, another unbiased take, one of the best college quarterbacks in the game going today, period. And I would say that I don't care what school he represents. One of the best college quarterbacks on campus right now. And you got to bring your A game to beat them. I'm saying that because my team did it. They brought the best game they played all year just so they could actually hang with this team.
And he also saw another team who just missed out on the playoffs because one of the reasons why they couldn't keep a lead against A&M.
No, that'd be Notre Dame. And they had a good handle on him in the first quarter. They couldn't handle him the final 3. They had no answer for him the final 3 quarters. He adjusted, and the Dolphins couldn't adjust in return. They couldn't.
And matter of fact, what game was it they got the Southern Baptist coach fired?
It would be the game where they hosted, LSU did, Texas A&M, where the first half was beautiful. Probably, I dare say, you had the opportunity, LSU, to make Texas A&M play the worst game of the year, and then the third quarter happened for the second straight year in that game.
Well, it was 28-7. This is just what darn. What just happened here?
I was like, you got Bo Reese against this same team at College Station last year. Then you get Bo Reese in your own building.
In prime time by that, too.
Yes. Both games are prime time.
And what made it worse, I happened to go against my wisdom of picking LSU and Denver. I'm like, I'm gonna pick A&M on this one.
Yeah, well, I did the same and took the L too, but
And Cole was like, man, it's Death Valley. It's prime time. You made your point when your Gators came in there.
then
And I
they
was like,
screwed the pooch.
yeah, I just watched that third quarter. I'm like, well, darn. This
For
game
the
is really
second straight year, A&M just made mincemeat out of LSU in the third quarter. Like, jeez, you all just allergic to the third quarter against this team. You see maroon and white, you think, okay, the first half's good, we straight. Yeah, the A&M is no joke. They are no joke.
He wants you to win.
Yes,
But that team in A&M is.
I'm rooting for you to win, but I know you got a beast on your hands when you go to College Station, and you would have a tough tussle with them if this game was in Coral Gables.
And you know another part about it is, and we didn't even mention it yet. Y'all in Kyle Field.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to travel to that den, and that den is not an easy place to play. It is very loud, and that 12th man is real. It is. I've seen many a game there. That atmosphere is awesome.
Good luck, Miami. Cool.
I'm rooting for your U, but Mario Cristobal, I think, is going to ruin this game. If he doesn't, Carson Beck might. But I think Carson Beck might. I believe Mario Cristobal will.
Ooh, boy.
But I'm rooting for the U. I want them to pull out the dub in College Station.
This is the way to kick off Saturday. The game after that, we move to TNT and True TV. Speaking of rematches,
yeah, they did
like
match
Alabama.
in September. Yeah.
Unlike Alabama and Oklahoma. We have a rematch in Oxford. The sixth-ranked Rebels, the Lane Kiffin Rebels, Lane Kiffin-less Rebels, shall I say.
Lane Kiffin-less Rebels now.
Hosting Tulane. 3:30 p.m. TNT True TV. They met earlier this year, if I remember correctly. Same building,
same building.
State, same city.
Yeah, same city, same
colors. And that was that it didn't go well for the Green Wave, just to say that. What happens in round 2 though? There's no more Lane Kiffin. He took his tail and went to Baton Rouge.
That contract though. I'm sorry, that contract though.
Oh, now you forgive Lane Kiffin now. He is forgiven to Cole Johnson.
I'm sorry, that contract though. When it said on that contract, if Ole Miss wins this year, if they pull down the national championship and they hold that gold and silver cylinder, you get paid $1 million. So I'm like, you better sign a dotted line. You get paid and you're not doing anything for LSU and you get paid $1 billion? Oh yeah. Sign that John Hancock, that contract though.
So according to Coach Johnson, he has forgiven Lane Kiffin for leaving.
I still believe he should have stayed there, but LSU, they paid a pretty penny to get him. And then pay off the house in Oxford, and then pay down $500,000 toward the house he's going to get in Baton Rouge. That has nothing to do with on the field. And I'm like, well, yeah, you better sign that contract.
He has, you know what? Matter of fact, I'll sign it for you.
Yeah. I was like, if you ain't going to take it, I'll be the next LSU head coach. I'll sign that thing for you. Lord have mercy. Goodness gracious.
The score was 45-10 back at September 20th.
Yeah, they clobbered the Dickens out of Tulane.
Mr. Johnson, round 2. Only thing difference, we don't have a Lane Kiffin on the sideline this time. That's the only difference.
So to the main
and before you continue, and I did say the only difference because Florida's head coach, he's still coaching the team. John Summerall, he's still coaching Tulane through this.
Right. And I forgot where he's going. Where's he going?
Florida.
Oh, he's going to Florida. That's right.
He's my new head coach.
Right. Tulane, the school that represents where I was born. Well, the major school that represents where I was born. There's many
New
schools.
Orleans.
There's many schools in New Orleans, but Tulane is the major program in the city. Congratulations. I'm glad that you made it in the top 12. I'm glad you weren't even ranked number 12. You made number 11. You got your big boy pants on. I'm proud of you, Green Wave. You did your thing. Oh my gosh. I salute you.
But
and you about to get mollywopped and stomped. And I'm not saying this because I wanted to see it happen. I actually want to see a good and close game. I'm not saying because I wish it to happen. I've only seen Ole Miss play one bad half the whole year. And I don't see them being that type of team against you guys. Definitely not. If this was in New Orleans, I would probably say you stand a puncher's chance there. In Oxford, no, not this time. But congratulations for making this far. You basically are playing for your national championship here in this game. I'm proud of you, Green Wave. I'm proud of you. And I'm not talking trash. This is just I'm being real. Congratulations on making it this far.
unfortunately, for a team like Tulane, who is part of the Group of Five, this might be your last opportunity to ever make a statement in the college football playoffs, because before you know it, they are systematically trying to get rid of the Group of Five.
Well, I think now for sure, since 2 of the Group of 5 made it in this field, yeah, I agree with you.
Which sucks.
Really.
Because it will be nice for me and Cole Johnson to do this show and have a Group of 5 actually take down one of the Power Fours in the first round.
Yeah, it'd be wonderful to see it.
Because that's a gem and a half for the both of us.
Yes, because it means we get the big up the one school that did it, and we get to roast the other thoroughly.
And you know how Cole Johnson loves his graphics. You can just imagine what he'll come up with.
Oh my gosh!
Let a Group of 5 win a playoff game. Man, that next show on Wednesday, that man gonna be full with graphics. For whoever Power 4 school decide to be the first to lose to a Group of 5 team in the playoffs.
Oh my gosh. That bad.
Oh, yes, you are. Do you want to go back and see what you did to James Franklin?
Oh my gosh, I did roast him. Oh, and I enjoyed every second.
It's also you ain't that bad. Do you not forget what you did to James Franklin? You did him worse than you did Brian Kelly, and Brian Kelly, you couldn't stand more.
Oh my gosh, that was a jewel and a half.
So Tulane, I don't see you getting beat by 35 again this time.
I don't see him getting routed, but I do see this being a double-digit loss for him, unfortunately.
But you will lose by double digits. I'm sorry. Because the Ole Miss team, they got the coach that they want to coach them with Lane Kiffin left. So that means they still on a pathway of trying to be a national champion.
Yeah.
They don't have sour grapes no more.
No. Their target is much bigger, and yeah, they're going for the national championship this year. And that's what I hate for Tulane. This program has gotten far, and to get to this point is wonderful, but ooh.
Oh, and by the way, the winner of the Miami and Texas A&M game, they'll be seeing
Ohio State.
The winner of this game,
They'll be seeing Georgia.
the SEC champion. Matter of fact, in the same city that you were born in, sir.
Oh,
They
so
are
that's
able-
so that's gonna be the Sugar Bowl. Okay.
yeah, that's the Sugar Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever wins between lucky for Oklahoma or Alabama, whoever wins, they get to go to Pasadena, California.
That is awesome for Indiana. I'm glad they get the chance to play in a Rose Bowl. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Ohio State, if I remember correct, I think they are in the Fiesta Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're in the Fiesta Bowl. Let me make sure I'm correct, because
I am happy for Indiana getting the Rose Bowl. That's
because
awesome.
that would put Texas A&M in the
Probably Cotton
no, not Cotton,
or Orange
not Orange,
or Peach.
Peach Bowl, because they can't put Georgia in the Peach Bowl.
No, they can't put Georgia in Peach Bowl. Right.
Ohio State's in the Cotton Bowl.
Okay, Ohio State Cotton. Okay.
Ohio State Cotton. Texas A&M. You was right the first time. Texas A&M was in the Orange.
So that means the Peach and the Fiesta are
and
the semifinals.
The semifinals.
Okay. Peach and Fiesta are the semifinals. Okay.
Yep, Peach and Fiesta are the semifinals. By the way, they already got the schedule up. So December 31st will be the winner of Miami, Texas A&M against Ohio State. New Year's Eve, 7:30 on ESPN. The winner of we're gonna get to that game in a minute. New Year's Day we'll see Indiana in the Rose Bowl against the winner of Alabama and Oklahoma at 4 p.m. Georgia, we close out New Year's Day in the Sugar Bowl against the winner of this game. But kicking off New Year's Day at 12 p.m. noon Eastern Standard Time in the Orange Bowl, Texas Tech Red Raiders, they'll get the winner of this game. Number 12, the Dukes of James Madison from the Sun Belt. They got to take that long, and I do mean long trip,
all across the country
to Oxford Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. They take on the 5th-ranked Oregon Ducks. 7:30 TNT True TV. You know what? I'm gonna go first on this one.
Go ahead.
Because I know how this is gonna go.
What do you mean? How you know this is gonna go?
I know how this is gonna go. I already know how this is gonna go. Oregon. Matter of fact, you know what? Give me this camera.
Okay, Snowman.
Dan Lanny. They got you as a 21-point favorite.
Oh yes. Disrespect James Madison.
Against James Madison. Every single college pundit on any network that you looked at is complaining about y'all and James Madison getting in to play Oregon. Because they saying Oregon's going to beat the holy bricks off y'all. So you know what, Dan Lanny? Don't you F around and have this game to be a close game. Okay? Don't you F around and have James Madison have you looking real stupid, because if they do, you see this man right here? He's waiting for the opportunity to clown you. He can't stand you. So don't give him a reason to clown you.
I love you, Dan.
Dan Lane, don't you play with me. Don't you play with me. I am not with it. You better handle business. I'm sorry, James Madison. I'm sorry. But you better knock their ass out within the first 15 minutes and get this game over with.
No.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this should be a slam dunk victory for Oregon. This should be. They are the better team. They are at home, and I think they have motivation because they lost against one of the powerhouses in the Big Ten, and then you get a chance to, of course, play the other in Ohio State. So since they didn't do this year like they did last year and be the Big Ten champs, I know they feel a little salty, and they should. And I think that's going to probably permeate on the field. Dukes, I want you to take that venom of feeling disrespected, of being a 21-point underdog, of the perception that you do not rate with a Power 4 program, and show them different. Prove them wrong. Please prove them wrong. Because I think we need to see the demonstration of a Power 5 school hang with one of the big dogs in the group of five. Sorry, one of the group of 5 schools hang with the powerhouse Power 4 programs. Because one of these days we got to see this happen. I mean, it was just like seeing Boise State being the little engine that could, and finally they had that Fiesta Bowl victory against Oklahoma, where then they became the program that all the schools thought was sexy to pick, to the program no other big school wanted to sign to play against, because that was not a guaranteed W. Get to that level. Get to the level where you are not looking at a program like Oregon and say, please cut us a check for $20 million so we can get our brains blown out. Think of Oregon as North Carolina last year. Think of them as that.
Damn.
You remember that game, right? You remember that North Carolina disrespected you to the point where you decided to make that game a basketball score. 70-50. Think of Oregon like Chapel Hill.
That was before him, but
I know it's before him. It was the year before him. But think of Oregon as North Carolina. Think that you're stepping on Chapel Hill on that day, and you skunked them. Skunk them. You got it within you. Skunk them. But Oregon should win this game.
winner of this game, it should be Oregon.
They'll be playing Texas Tech.
And I don't see y'all. I'm sorry, Dan Laney. If you win this game, I don't see how you getting past Texas Tech.
If they couldn't get past Indiana, because they're just as physical, I can't see them doing that against Texas Tech.
And it's coming from a guy who was an Oregon fan. So, I don't see it, but that is the first round of the college football playoffs. And again, just to recap, just to make sure y'all know, the winner of the Tulane and Ole Miss game, they will face up against Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl, New Year's Eve, Wednesday, New Year's Eve, 7:30 on ESPN. Then on New Year's Day, Thursday, the winner of this game we just talked about, JMU and Oregon, will face off against Texas Tech down in Miami for the Orange Bowl. The winner.
Wow, that Orange Bowl starts early. Wow, okay.
Because the Rose Bowl has a slot.
Well, I know the Rose Bowl has their afternoon slot, and the Sugar Bowl has the evening one. But I can't remember an Orange Bowl starting that early ever.
Speaking of the Rose Bowl, the winner of the Alabama-Oklahoma round 3 matchup will be Cindy Indiana, who's just out in Pasadena, California, 4 p.m. ESPN for the Rose Bowl. And then the nightcap down in the Sugar Bowl of New Orleans, Louisiana, the winner of the... Oh, I said that wrong. Matter of fact, the winner of the Tulane Ole Miss game will play Georgia, and then the winner of the Miami Texas A&M game will play Ohio State.
They play Ohio State, right?
My bad. And then after that, January 8th and January 9th will be your semifinals. January 8th will be the Fiesta Bowl. January 9th will be the Peach Bowl. And then Monday, January 19th, is the National Championship game. And what's that game being played at?
I thought Atlanta.
Miami.
That's right. I'm sorry. I thought it was Atlanta, but it's in Miami.
Oh, so Miami getting 2 college
Yeah,
football
so
playoff games.
yeah, so it's Miami this year and Tampa next year, right?
Could be, yeah, might be right.
Mhm.
So that's the first round, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Johnson, any final words before we start getting to playoff action?
I think we're going to be seeing really good games, and I love the Alabama, Oklahoma, and Miami, Texas A&M games. I think we're going to be thoroughly entertained by those two for sure. We might be surprised by the other two as well, with the group of 5 schools going up against Ole Miss and Oregon, respectively. But I think it's going to be great. I love the feeling that we had last year when we had this happen. It felt great to see the atmosphere of the campuses just roar when it was playoff time. I was like, yes, this is the atmosphere that I really like to see, because it was different than seeing a regular season game. It was even different than seeing a rivalry game. And I'm looking forward to seeing that type of energy again in Norman, College Station, Oxford, and Eugene. This weekend is going to be some really good action. I really believe it.
This is the moment we've been waiting on. We got our 12 teams. It's time to get the action. As he said, Norman, Oklahoma, College Station, Oxford, and Eugene. Bring that energy, bring that passion. As the teams did last year. And this year, let's see who makes it to the next round, because that'll make next week's show a lot more interesting based on what happened last year with the teams who had bye weeks.
Yeah. None of them advanced.
So until next week, that is Coach Johnson. I'm the playmaker down there, Silence. We'll see y'all next week to recap what took place in the first round of the playoffs and preview the quarterfinals.